Hello and welcome to the Old Gold and Black, where today I'm going to be going through my player of the seasons from the heart. If you want to see my statistic look at the player of the season, then you can check, there's a link somewhere up there. But also, if this is your first time to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for regular Wolves content, and you've got to put the bell on. I simply must emphasise that, so please do that. I've picked 3 players who, from my heart, have been the best players this season. I'm also going to do a video tomorrow on the people who've been underappreciated this season as well. So make sure you tune back in again tomorrow for that. And if you put your notification thing on, then you will get a little thing for that. So first of all, Conor Coady for me. He was second or third place last season in the player of the season vote. He's continued in that similar form. I have been critical of him recently for a couple of mistakes, but as a whole this season I think he's led the team superbly. His vocal performance as captain has not gone unnoticed. I think he's a very, very important part of the dressing room, and some of his passing and his blocks and tackles have been what we've needed this season, and without him as the linchpin of the team, I think we could have seen a bit of struggle and bit of disharmony over the last couple of years. I think he's been a real key link between the past and the present and the future of Wolves as a club. And I think lots of people were expecting Conor Coady to get a call up for England this season. It hasn't quite happened. I don't think he's quite shown his full potential as a centre back in a 4 that Gareth Southgate now plays for England. But hopefully it won't be too long until we're talking about him as an England player. In second place for my personal player of the season is Diogo Jota. I think since Christmas, since that goal against Chelsea in that game, he's been superb. I think that he loves playing at home, he loves scoring goals at home, but we've just seen him grow in confidence from the play that we saw at the beginning of the season, where he looked a shadow of what he was last season. He was getting pushed off the ball easily, he couldn't beat a player, and now he's tearing the top 6 teams to shreds, and we've seen a couple of really, really strong performances from him recently, and I can just see him getting stronger and stronger and stronger. To think he's only 22, he's going to be a hell of a player. And of course, this season, his main moment of this season will be that iconic goal that he scored against Manchester United in the quarter-final of the FA Cup to put us through to Wembley, and his celebration where he stamped on the ground, jumping in the air like a petulant little child. But he loves Wolves as well, and I can see him staying for a long, long time. I can see him growing with the club. He talks about playing Football Manager and staying with the same team for years and years and years, and hopefully he will do that because he's going to be one of the best players in the division in the next couple of years. And finally, and the only note that I've actually written for this person is the best. João Moutinho has already got my vote for the player of the season, but to think that he only cost £5 million is just out of this world. How anybody would want to let him go, and how anybody hasn't signed him in the past. I know that Spurs and Everton have tried to in the past. We're so lucky to have him, and just watching him marshal that midfield and winning the ball back and using it wisely, and the assists that he's produced this season, he's an outstanding football player, and to think that we've got him at Wolves is just quite unbelievable. I'm in awe watching. In my lifetime, certainly, I'd say that he's the most complete footballer that we've seen at the Wolves. The only thing that I would be critical about is his lack of goals. He's only scored 1 goal. Came very, very close against Arsenal the other day. We should have seen him shooting a little bit more from that sort of distance, the 20, 25 yard distance. I'm sure he would have scored a few goals. Hopefully, next season, we might see him score a few more. Lots of people were concerned about his age at the start of the season, saying that he wouldn't quite have the legs to keep up with the Premier League, but he's proved everybody wrong, and he said himself that he wants to keep going until he's 37, 38, and whether that's at Wolves or not, it was yet to be seen, but I can see him being an important member of this team as they continue to grow. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on, guys, and let me know in the comments down below who is your player of the season this season. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.